Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. Gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brady gets to Michel. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A give to Michel running right. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it. And finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michel on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Bridgewater now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Now Michelle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, go 60. 56. Alert.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44.
The tackle made by J2face90's. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Hey. 4 down. Shit. He's coming.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check. 49 the mic.
50.
To throw is Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On the double. 951. 951. Watch the back. Watch it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
51. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady now to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He gets it to James White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Bridgewater. He's got it to Williams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
On second and goal, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
For the Charger field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Graham, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
To throw, Bridgewater. Caught by Allen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, 66.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And it's Michelle once again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motive.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's Brady. Complete. It's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Jacket, reload! Hey, foxtrot.
Let's go, D. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Sugar!
Brady going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Alert!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Smooth! 72!
From the gun, it's Brady. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First down, New England.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it. This is Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The Chargers' 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Whip, 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 whip.
Again, it's Michelle. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Gold 50.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
Check it.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Shadow. 31's the mic. Hey, 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 hey.
Go, go.
31's the mic. Let's put him on the button.
No,
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, J2face Brown. And the return will stop right around the 25. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
blitz coming, and down he goes. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Go, Mike 51, Mike, go. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. First down throw for Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They go play action. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
53, Linda!
31's the mic. You.
Hey, Zoo!
31's the mic. I got him. 31's the mic.
Alert!
Shadow!
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 57. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
57 to
72.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for
there goes Mark Ingram, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
38.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first down, Michelle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
72. Touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Regular. Check Mike 57. Hey, Echo.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got White here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Come on, QB, come on.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Check. Lucky. 450.
Again, it's Brady. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's Bridgewater. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Single. Check 9. Shadow. 72. Hey, wahoo.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Hey, go 66. D-line, get that quarterback.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bridgewater here to throw. He's got Green. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.